Today we're going to work on Lesson 13 problem set that is all about interpreting the quotient as the number of groups or the number of objects in each group using units of 3. So just like what we worked on for our last lesson, except instead of units of 2, this time you're going to see units of 3. Number 1 says, fill in the blanks to make true number sentences. So you'll notice that each box has a key and a key chain. On the key chain is a multiplication sentence. The first 3 give us our product. The rest of them do not. So we'll have to figure out our product, and then we will use the product as our total to start off our division sentence. 1 times 3 equals 3. So that means 3 divided by 3 equals 1. 2 times 3 equals 6. So 6 divided by 3 equals 2. Hopefully you'll start to notice a pattern. We have 1 times 3 is 3. 3, my total, starts off my division sentence, and I'm dividing by 3 in all of my problems. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 moves down to my total, and I'm dividing by 3. So that leaves my factor that is not 3 to be my answer to my multiplication or my division sentence. 3 times 3 equals 9. Blank divided by 3 equals 3. So that's flip-flopped on us this time. This time we don't need the answer, we need the total. So my total is 9. That means my total is 9. 4 times 3 is blank. This time I have to figure out my total. 4 times 3 is 12. I can count by 3 4 times. If 12 is my total, then that means it's the first number in my division sentence. 5 times 3. Well, if 4 times 3 is 12, 3 more is 15. 15 divided by 3 equals 5. See if you can finish the bottom row on your own by continuing to skip count by 3. Push play whenever you're ready to check your work. 6 times 3 equals 18. 18 divided by 3 equals 6. Notice how, not really starting with these, but here we've begun to skip count because we're talking about our totals. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. 3 more than 18 is 21. 3 more than 21 is 24. So 8 times 3 is 24. 24 divided by 3 is 8. 9 times 3. That's 1 more 3 than 8 times 3. So adding 3 more, 24 plus 3 is 27. 27 divided by 3 is 9. Last one. 10 times 3. Well, we should know our tens, so 10 times 3 is 30. 30 divided by 3 is 10. Mr. Lawton picks tomatoes from his garden. He divides the tomatoes into bags of 3. Circle to show how many bags he packs. Then skip count to show the total number of tomatoes. So we need to circle bags of 3. That means there are 3 in each bag. Remember, you don't have to circle your bags of 3 just like I do. Excuse me. As long as you have 3 in each bag. Let's skip count to show the total number of tomatoes. My first bag has 3. 3 more is 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. There are 12 total tomatoes. Draw and label a tape diagram to represent the problem. Remember, our tape diagrams are rectangles. So I'm going to draw a rectangle, leaving enough room for me to label the top and label the bottom. How many sections is my tape diagram going to need? Well, if you remember, my sections are my groups. How many bags of tomatoes are there? 4. So, how many sections? 4. A trick for fourths is to divide our tape diagram in half and then in half again. We'll practice this more whenever we start to talk about fractions. How many tomatoes am I going to put in each section? 3, because there are 3 in each bag. Now let's label our total at the bottom. Draw your bracket and your arrow. Our total can represent 2 different things. First, our total is how many tomatoes? 12 tomatoes. And our total is how many bags? 4. At the top, I don't have enough room, so I'm going to kind of just write it off to the side, and that's okay. How many tomatoes are in each section? 3 tomatoes, I'll abbreviate, and 1 bag. Let's use this information to help us complete our division sentence. Our total number of tomatoes goes first, 12, divided by 3, because there are 3 tomatoes in each bag, equals 4 bags. Mr. Lawton packs 4 bags of tomatoes. Problem 3. Camille buys a sheet of stamps that measures 15 centimeters long. Each stamp is 3 centimeters long. How many stamps does Camille buy? Draw and label a tape diagram to solve. Tape diagram always starts as a rectangle. I know each stamp is 3 centimeters long, and the stamps together measure 15 centimeters. So I need to make groups of 3 until I get to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now let's label. Our total is 15 centimeters. You can abbreviate centimeters cm. What's the other total? The other total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stamps. What does each section represent? Well, what's the length? We knew it was 3 centimeters and 1 stamp. So, Camille buys 5 stamps. 30 third graders go on a field trip. They're equally divided into 3 vans. How many students are in each van? This problem doesn't tell us how we have to solve it, so you can draw equal groups, a number bond, a tape diagram, or an array. You could even try a skip count. Up to you. Since we've been practicing tape diagrams, that's the method I'm going to use. So, I'm going to draw my rectangle, leaving myself enough room to write at the top and the bottom. I know that there are 30 third graders divided into 3 vans. So, I have 3 vans. How many students are in each van is what I'm trying to find out. So, think about what my groups are going to be. I know that I have 3 vans, and the vans hold the students. So the vans are my groups. How am I going to figure out how many to put in each group? I can put one dot in each group until I get to 30. I'm going to count in my head so I don't mess up your counting. $30. Now it's time to label. My total, I already knew, was 30 students and 3 vans. Each section was 1 van, and I found out how many students. How many students are in each van? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 students. Over here on the side, I'm going to rewrite my answer. 10 students in each van. And then I'm going to circle it. That way, whoever's looking at my work can easily find my answer. Alright, last problem. Some friends spend $24 altogether on frozen yogurt. Each person pays $3. How many people buy frozen yogurt? Again, I'm going to use a tape diagram just because that's what we've been practicing. You can choose whichever method works best for you. On this problem, I know that they spend $24 and I know that each person pays $3. So, is my person my groups or are the number of people my groups? Well, each person is going to be its own group. So, I need groups of 3 because each person pays $3. I'm going to count by threes until I get to 24. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Notice how I had to add on to the end of my tape diagram because I didn't make it long enough. There's nothing wrong with that. So if you ever have to add a little bit more onto the end to add an extra column, go for it. My total goes at the bottom, and I know that my total is $24. And how many people? Remember that each section is a person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 friends. My section at the top is $3, 1 friend. 8 people buy yogurt. That's all for today's lesson. I'm so glad we got to practice tape diagrams again and labeling them. Don't forget to save your work as M1L13.